the grand kingdom of Valdoria, where golden spires pierce the clouds and ancient traditions rule with iron fists, a love story was about to unfold that would shake the very foundations of the realm. Prince Alexander, heir to the throne, stood tall and commanding in the great banquet hall. His piercing blue eyes surveyed the sea of nobles, diplomats, and courtiers who had gathered for the harvest celebration. But tonight, something felt different. Tonight, destiny would intervene. Elena, a humble palace maid with auburn hair that caught the candlelight like spun copper, moved gracefully between the tables, serving wine to the distinguished guests. She had worked in the castle since she was 16, invisible to most, yet observant of all. Her warm brown eyes held intelligence and kindness that few had ever noticed. As Elena approached the high table where Prince Alexander sat beside his stern father, King Roderick, her hands trembled slightly. The crystal goblet slipped from her grasp, sending deep red wine cascading across Lord Pemberton's pristine white doublet. "Clumsy wench," Lord Pemberton roared, rising from his seat. "Look what you've done to my finest garments." The entire hall fell silent. Elena's face flushed crimson as she dropped to her knees, frantically trying to clean the mess with her apron. Tears of humiliation threatened to spill from her eyes. But then, a strong hand gently touched her shoulder. "Rise," came a voice, deep and commanding yet surprisingly gentle. Prince Alexander stood before her, his blue eyes meeting hers for the first time. "Lord Pemberton, surely a man of your stature can forgive an honest mistake. Elena works harder than anyone in this castle." Elena's heart stopped. The prince knew her name. Later that night, as the castle settled into peaceful slumber, Alexander couldn't sleep. He wandered to the moonlit garden, seeking solace among the roses his mother had planted before her death. To his surprise, he found Elena there, sitting on a stone bench, gazing up at the stars. They talked until dawn began to paint the sky pink and gold. About books, about dreams, about the weight of expectations and the longing for freedom. Elena spoke of her love for poetry and her secret dream of seeing the world beyond the castle walls. Alexander confessed his fear of becoming a king who ruled without understanding his people's hearts. As the first rays of sunlight touched the garden, Alexander knew his life had changed forever. But as they prepared to part ways, the sound of approaching footsteps made them freeze. King Roderick appeared at the garden entrance, his face a mask of cold fury. Behind him stood several nobles, including the scheming Lord Marcus,